Twitch, Artemu the Violet Wizard here, and today we're continuing Pokémon Emerald! Last time we took on the Battle Dome and had ourselves a couple of very brief but very interesting battles there, and managed to get a few good battle points along the way. This time we'll be taking on another Battle Frontier facility, the Battle Pike. As you can see here, this place is very scary looking. And yeah, we got ourselves an interesting challenge here, to say the least. Let's talk to the locals here before we begin our challenge. Excuse me. Listen, don't you think the special abilities of Pokemon will be useful here? I assume so. Nah, blew my chance. One room away from the goal. In this place, you better watch out for poison, freezing, and so on. I've completed the challenge 10 times now, but I've never had a battle a trainer once. I doubt that we'll ever have that amount of luck. So right before we go into this challenge, I want to kind of go into my team right now and show that Stefani and Quarterback have been trained up significantly since last time and are now on par with the rest of the team, which I feel is going to make the challenges here in the Battle Frontier so much better than last time. Oh boy, there were just a lot of fights where these two were just barely scraping by when they were very underleveled compared to the rest of the Pokemon we were facing. But having them much higher level will certainly be making things easier for us going forward. Really didn't take too much trouble training them up, either. And if we can just look at our Pokemon statistics here, not only are they just so much more powerful, but we got some new strategies here with us, and some new moves. Stefani managed to learn Meteor Mash. This is a very rare steel move that only a few Pokemon can learn, and it's a really good one. Despite that low accuracy, it is very powerful and can raise attack. Definitely one of the strongest steel moves in the game, and definitely something I can highly recommend giving to Metagross. It works tremendously well. Meanwhile, on Quarterback, I decided to remove Fly in exchange for Aerial Ace, the TM that we received from Winona. I just feel like given his power, he really doesn't need to rely too much on trying to avoid damage with Fly, and with Aerial Ace's power, we'll consistently be doing much more flying damage per turn. So, that's kind of what I went with this guy. The rest of the team is pretty much the same as they used to be. I'm actually going to be leading with Stefani and Quarterback here, just to kind of test out how they are in this facility, which hopefully things go over well, because this area is interesting, where the luck of trainers is put to the test. Welcome to the Battle Pike. I'm your guide to the Battle Pike. Would you like to take the Battle Choice Challenge? Tell us about this. Here we conduct an event we call the Battle Choice. The Battle Choice rules are very simple. Choose one of 3 paths and make your way to the goal room at the end of the Battle Pike. It's that simple. However, what happens on the chosen path depends entirely on the luck of the challenger. If you reach the goal, you'll be rewarded with battle points. If you want to interrupt your challenge, please look for order for staff in the big rooms on the way. If you don't say before interrupting, you will be disqualified. Choice of 2 courses, level 50 and open level. Of course, we're going to go with open level here, and we can select 3 Pokemon to battle with. Actually, I think leading with Quarterback's a good idea because he is Intimidate. Now, Stefani is our second, and considering what's up ahead, I think I'll go with Alexa. Alright, save our game, please. This is going to be interesting, because I haven't been to the Battle Pike in quite a few years, so this will be fun. Your Battle Choice Challenge has now begun. So this is how things go. We have 3 doors we were able to choose, and behind each one is a different challenge for us. You perhaps find it difficult to choose your path. Let me see, there's something about the path on the left. For some reason, I felt a wave of nostalgia coming from it. So yeah, the maids here will give you clues about what one of the rooms will give you. Yeah, it seems like they can only give one hint per round. Let's actually go check out that room on the left, see what it's about. Oh my! Watch out! Dustclops use Ice Beam. Oh geez, look here, it's quite enough. Must apologize to you. My Dustclops is a timid nature. It attacks without warning if it's startled by another person. You and your Pokemon alright? That's not very good. So yeah, sometimes you'll have a Pokemon using a move on you that will just give him a status ailment here. That is really bad to get this early on. And yeah, we cannot use items here, so Stevani is just going to be frozen until our next battle. So something with the path on the left, somewhere's felt away nostalgia coming from it. Oh, I'm not falling for that again. Let's take the middle path. Hi there. Yeehaw! This place is a pushover. Alright, so we managed to avoid a battle there. For some reason, I felt a wave of nostalgia coming from it. Well, I'm just going to avoid that. I know what happened there. Hello there. Welcome. You must be commended for your luck. Your Pokemon shall be restored to full health. Oh, that's nice. I think they'll actually heal up the freeze status. Yep, that's good. So yeah, this is kind of what the Battle Pike is like, just picking a path and hoping that you get a good outcome from it. I'm gonna go with the middle this time. I'm perfect. Give up now. Ah, this time we actually have a real battle here. So the actual battles in the Battle Pike are pretty consistent with the other battle facilities. You just have to deal with an average trainer with using... Okay. Alright, just quickly back to my point. Just your average trainers, each one using 3 Pokemon. And kind of going into what's happening here. Yeah, I forgot to turn battle animations back on after my training session, so I'll definitely have to do that after this. Don't worry, it shouldn't take too long to get through this fight. Oh yeah, Clamperl's defense machine. Yes, we really don't have to worry too much about a Clamperl, so let's just send out Alexa and then she can take this thing out very easily. Do not use Double Team, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of going into what I did. You're freely able to turn the battle animations on or off whenever you want in the menus, and it can definitely help speed up the training process, especially if you got Pokemon with very long attack animations. But yeah, for the most part, I play with the animations on just because I really like the way that the moves look. And it just kind of takes away from the whole experience if you get rid of it, you know? I hope I'm not the only one who feels that way. But how? I'm perfect! Thanks, Cell. Alright, let's go into our options here. Turn those back on. Alright. So in between matches, you will keep any damage you sustain in battle. You need to find one of those maids that heals you up if you want to get healed. Sanctoroma Pokemon wafting around it. Okay, which door did you say about that? Alright, the path to the left. Okay, so if you take that room, you will enter a corridor where you have to face against wild Pokemon. So, I'm just going to avoid that and go here. Mother Nature is my ally! Good for you, buddy. I consider myself something of a nature fan myself. Mitch. Aw, it's got a little Magby. How cute. That feels much better having animations back on, doesn't it? So as we're just going through here, kind of wanted to talk about some stuff that's been going on lately. So I know I said in some previous streams I was thinking of creating intros and outros to help with the, you know, production values of my streams and stuff. Yeah, this is an interesting situation here. So love this, so we don't have to worry too much. And things are going pretty well on that front. I have finished up the art for my intro, and I just need to get started on the outro, which hopefully won't take too much time. Definitely it's not going to take as much time, and I definitely got some humorous ideas. I'm thinking of actually creating different outro images that I can shuffle around at, throughout the different playthroughs and months and stuff. You know, just kind of keep things fresh, you know? But yeah, that process is going very well. In fact, there's some other ideas for artwork I've been meaning to do lately. Alright, that fight didn't go too well. I mean, it didn't go too bad. Alexa did take some hits, but pretty good. Is it a trainer? I sense the presence of people. I think I'm going to avoid that way. Let's take the left path. Oh my! Watch out! Oh, that's bad. Curlia! Well, looks like one of us got poisoned. Oh. Stevani was the only one who avoided being poisoned due to being a steel type. And yes, you do take poison damage even out here. Let's take the middle path this time. Oh, looks like we are in the wild Pokemon area. So yeah, this section, you just have to deal with encounters against wild Pokemon. Namely Dusclops. I definitely remember fighting these guys a lot during my challenge here. Let's just go for the Dragon Claw here. And no, you are incapable of catching the Pokemon that you encounter here, so don't even bother. As you can see there, these guys got status ailments, so it's still pretty bad having to go through this place. Definitely what I can recommend going in here is try to equip some berries that can help deal with status ailments, because they can be very helpful here. Oh, hi, Milotic. Actually, quite interesting we encountered a Milotic here, considering what things are going to be like going forward. I'm a little scared because this thing could Ice Beam us, but let's just see this. Alright, it has Body Slam, and that's not good. You know what? Stevani hasn't seen any action here lately, and they are not currently poisoned, and yeah, good thing I switched out. That Ice Beam would have been bad. Let's go for Sludge Bomb, since this Milotic doesn't really have the best defense compared to special defense. Yeah, things lately for me have been going about as well as they usually do. Still been going to work when I need to. Just kind of avoiding being outside. Unless I really have to, and man, just able to just easily rush past that. Oh, we reached the end. Now this way, please. You've completed the challenge. I must say, you seem to possess luck in abundance. In recognition of your amazing luck, we award you these battle points. So we get 1 battle point for completing our challenge here. I shall record your results. Please wait. So that went pretty well. It only took about 15 minutes to get through there. Okay, things are looking stable here. So yeah, that went well, all things considered. Those guys did pretty well there. Kind of thinking about what I want to do. I think having Armstrong and Stefani together would be a good setup, especially with some of the things we tend to encounter there. Yeah, I got an idea for this next team setup. So yeah, pretty much the rest of the session will be us tackling the Battle Pike and kind of switching up whatever Pokemon we use for this. I guess something that I could recommend going into this area is... I highly recommend cultivating some lumberries and giving them to your Pokemon here, because lumberries are able to cure any status ailment on your Pokemon, and luckily, once you are done your Battle Pike challenge, any consumable items will be restored, so you can freely use them as much as you want. Let's see here. To the right is a trainer. You know, a trainer would actually be the safest of the options we have right now, so let's go for that. Hello, my bike is very expensive. Okay. Dahlia. Muskin. Alright, obviously, as you complete the challenges here, you will start to face stronger Pokemon going forward. As we're in our second Battle Pike round, we got this Combuskin to deal with, which thankfully shouldn't be too bad. And if we were a few levels higher, we would have actually one-shot this Combuskin. Yeah, I'm definitely going to train up my team a little bit more so that we are better prepared for dealing with these things. Alright, next up is Lanoon. Shouldn't give us any trouble. I said, and then it completely whipped it. Alright, we're dealing with this thing. Let's go to Armstrong. So we definitely need some healing after this. Okay, could you not? I do not appreciate this. As you can tell, a recurring theme in this place is luck, as we're dealing with things that are just completely messing with us here. And that is kind of a thing with the various facilities here at the Battle Frontier. So each area is themed around a certain thing, like the Battle Factory was knowledge, the Battle Dome was tactics, and then here at the Battle Pike is luck. But I really don't know how strongly I feel about each of those areas representing a certain thing, because just with the way the battles are structured and how the facilities play out, for the most part, I don't know, it still comes down to just a lot of the basic stuff. Armstrong, can you hit this thing? And I'm just kind of frustrated right now because I've had a very similar situation to me earlier today. So playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, and for whatever reason, one of my Pokemon's having a really hard time hitting things with its attacks, and it's kind of really upset me, you know? I probably want to switch out for this against this Noctowl, because Armstrong's really debuffed here. Yeah. Right, Alexa, get back out here. Need you to deal with this owl. Alright, Reflect shouldn't be... That shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, we're almost done this battle anyway, so yeah. Yeah, Noctowl is pretty bulky on the special side, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, they should finish it off. Man, I thought this battle would be the easier of the two of the free choices we'd have to deal with, but it actually did make a big impact on us. Really use some healing. Some of half in the center. Seem to have heard something. May have been whispering. I'm gonna take the middle path and see what this is. I'm going to power on. Okay, so that's a good indication of what that does. So the whispers are the people that will not... Okay, what was that again? On the left, whispering. Alright, let's check here. Hello. It has to be left next. I mean, it could. You never know. It's fine if I'll choose your path. Path in the center. Is it a trainer? You know, let's take one of the other paths. I'm kind of hurting right now and could really use some healing. Hello. You're a lucky one. I'm in good spirits now. I'll restore 2 of your Pokemon to full health. Aw, thank you. Now the question is, which ones did he heal? Oh, that is very good. Very good that I took that path. Alright, what's next? Path on the right. Felt the wave of nostalgia. Yeah, I'm not taking that. In the middle path. Okay, we got some wild Pokemon to deal with. Hello, Dusclops. I don't want to deal with you. I wonder, could we run from this thing? I mean, we are very fast. We could. Yeah, we can. Alright, so that is good. If you have a fast enough Pokemon, you can run from these battles. That's good. Dusclops, please leave. Now, one thing about the wild Pokemon that you can encounter here that I'm not too knowledgeable about. I wonder, because some of those battles have to be, like, set. What did you say about that? Path on the left. Okay, we'll take the middle path then. Hello. Battle game is awesome. Sure is, kid. I'm sorry to say, a terrifying event, yes, a horrible one's about to befall you. I urge you to pay the utmost care and prepare for the worst. Ah, I have a striking idea on what that may be. Let's take the middle path. I welcome you. You seem to be bereft of luck. If only I had chosen this room, your Pokemon could have been healed. I should go fetch our master. So it seems like already we are facing the Frontier Brain. I am Lucy. I am the law here, for I am the Pike Queen. You already know it, but to advance, you must defeat me. I'm not one for idle chatter. Hurry, come on. You're a luck. I hope you didn't use it all up here. I mean, our team is fully prepared for this. This is what I'd say is probably the easiest Frontier Brain to reach. Pike Queen Lucy. If you're a fan of the Pokemon anime like me, then I can highly recommend the episode Lucy appears in. It's a pretty good one. So Lucy here has a pretty set team, leading off with a Sapviper. For you, let's switch over to Armstrong, because if what I know about Sapviper, it's probably going to use certain moves that I would very much like to. We'll be using a good steel type against. And yeah, it seems like we'll even be dealing with luck against Lucy here as she's using Swagger. That does power up attacks, but also gives us a chance of hitting ourselves. So, Armstrong, I'm just kind of pulling for you to... That's disappointing. And our Survivor can heal up a Giga Drain. Great. Come on, Armstrong. I really need you to get a good hit here. We might have to switch out. Because, yeah, Armstrong cannot take it out. Alright, snapped out of confusion. That's good. Alright, and since we are at that double attack boost, is going to deal some real good damage. Alright, so Viper's down. We did take a bit of a beating there, but hopefully... Okay, next up's Milotic. I think my best bet right now is just to kind of let Armstrong take the hit so we can get a free switch in. Really sorry about this, bud. Another thing about Lucy I can say in the anime, I really love the thing where she actually had a crush on Brock. I thought that was really cute, just to actually have that little bit of a subversion from the typical Brock interaction with another, or with a female, and actually having them actually reciprocate those feelings. And come on! A critical hit, really? You are just full of surprises, aren't you, Lucy? So we're down to Stefani already, and if we can take out this Milotic, we have a pretty good chance against our next Pokemon, I will say. Just if we can avoid another one of those criticals, please. Oh, that's so garbage. Humph is right. So yeah, at the end of your second round, you're guaranteed to have a battle against Lucy, which easily makes her the easiest of the Frontier Brains to encounter, but yeah, that was something. Of course, she will always use the same team to start off, so that gives you a very good idea on what Pokemon you should use against her there. Let's change up the team a bit for this next round, because we have to restart our challenge here, and let's see. Yeah, I definitely like having Stefani in here. And alright. But at the very least, that gives me a very good idea on the team I should be using when I get into the second round of these battles. And yeah, if we are lucky, we could actually pull through and manage to defeat Lucy on stream. Because yeah, it definitely took us a while in order to get to Noland back when we did the Battle Factory. And we were nowhere near able to get to the other Frontier Brains. But luckily, we might have a chance of beating Lucy on stream. And then who knows, we could go to some other thing. Okay, I just realized. I didn't have any item equipped to Stefani. That would have been very helpful to have. Path the center. Okay, so we're gonna avoid that path. Uh-oh. Poison powder's in our Cotton Spore move. Pokemon battle is in Child's Play. So yeah, sometimes you can run into a double battle here. Hey, they kind of look like brothers, don't they? They're both poison types. That's definitely not the best sign for me. But alternatively, this can still be a good matchup for us. So as I was saying about the Battle Frontier, I do feel like like, a lot of the theming behind the facilities are, I don't know, kind of just us and not really fleshed out as well as they could have been. Like, for something like the Platinum Battle Frontier, I think they do a really good job of keeping the different challenges distinct there. Whereas in this game, it's just kind of, I don't know, some of the facilities do kind of blend together in a few ways, but I don't know, ultimately, both of the different Battle Frontier facilities are still good. Yeah, like toys to you, of course. After all, this game is one giant toy. And some people on the internet take them very seriously for no reason. Sorry, just venting. We're gonna avoid that path for now. No, we had a good run with that. Oh, another double battle. I'm young at heart. I only know how to charge. Okay. Let's jump in. Alright, so what do you guys got for us? A Beldum and a Mawile. Definitely not the worst matchup we could have had here. Let's do that, and we should be pretty good here. Yeah, I definitely could have trained up a few more levels to make this challenge a bit easier on me, but I don't know, just kind of being at a little disadvantage is making these battles a lot more interesting, aren't they? Ooh, got a critical hit. Nice work, Beetlejuice. Alright, so the double battles will always have just 2 Pokemon you face. Good to know. Is that pretty well? The center is a trainer. You know what? I'll take the trainer just because we've had some pretty good luck so far. Huh. Well, that was not what I was expecting. Alright, well, I'm going on the left here. Let's ignore that. Oh, hey, kid. Alright, so this is the trainer we're fighting now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, all things considered, I do recommend taking on the Battle Pike when it comes to the battle fields. Like, sure, there are some tricky things you have to deal with here, but ultimately it's still a very fast way to get to battle points, even though, yeah, you do have to kind of deal with a quick encounter against the Frontier Brain. But luckily, I believe beating the Frontier Brain does net you more battle points than you usually get, so that's a good thing to consider. Well, I know next time not to leave in Beetlejuice against a Dark type, because that was a very stupid idea. And our next opponent is Sphero. Alright, we can take this one. Just heal up, buddy. Man, those leftovers have really been useful so far. It's definitely why I recommended picking up on the SS title. They are very good. So yeah, in terms of other stuff that's been going on, oh no, not too much. Ha, you failed. Yeah, not too much interesting stuff has been going on. I mean, outside of work, because there's something that I don't really want to talk about, but it was interesting to say the least. Alright, what do we got here? Something about the path in the center. Is it a trainer? Yeah, I'll take on another trainer. There. I like to synchronize with Swiss Swim. Good for you. Guess one thing I could say is that So just an interesting thing that's been going on is that one of my friends has actually been streaming Final Fantasy VII lately, and that's pretty fun being able to watch them, considering that not only have I beaten Final Fantasy VII at least 2 times, I am in the process of a Final Fantasy VII stream series here on Twitch. That last year I managed to wrap up Disc 1, and I took a break from that in order to get started on Pokémon Emerald. And yeah, just getting to see their playthrough of the game has been very interesting. And seeing them deal with some stuff. Like, they managed to get through both the Cosmo Canyon and the Nibelheim area in their session yesterday. And a lot of cool stuff happened there. Like, I was really happy that he managed to figure out the trick with Hoenn, where because he's undead, you can use healing magic to do high damage to him. And he kind of ran into a similar thing that I did against the Materia Keeper, where because the thing is immune to fire damage, and because of Vincent's first limit, it has a fire attack on it, that's a pretty bad thing to have to deal with. But, you know, it's all very fun to actually get to see that. Welcome, here we'll have you battle a somewhat tough trainer. Oh, my night school's really scary. Well, this will be interesting. Hey, Kelly. Okay, so these rooms, it seems like you'll be specifically going up against a trainer who's on a higher tier than whatever round of the Battle Pike you're currently on. Is that something? Yeah, the super effective damage is going to do more than the stab. Let's just keep going with the Psychic. Although, now that we're actually swaggered, it'd be a good idea to go for the Shadow Ball here. Or, I don't know, maybe the Primate's just going for swagger because it really has nothing else it can do to us. Then again, look what we're doing to ourselves here. We might want to switch. I really don't want to risk losing Beetlejuice right now, if we can help it. Ah, nice try, buddy. You got clear body. See how well we take this karate chop. Okay, that was a critical hit. Not bad. And that should deal a lot of damage to us there. I mean, to him, why am I like this? Blech. The noon. Alright, we can try out Stevani against you. See if we can get in a nice bit of Meteor Mash. Actually show off what this move's like. Yeah, look at that! Isn't that a cool animation? Striking him with the power of a meteor. Oh man, that is cool. And there goes. Alright, what's the last Pokemon? Stantler. I know from experience these guys can be tricky. Alright, we were able to avoid that little bit of badness there. Stevani should easily be able to handle this thing. If not, we can always switch in to Jerk and just have him Brick Break the deer. Alright, Psychic should do it here. As long as we don't get flinched. Alright, I was actually expecting to jinx it there. But no, went pretty well. The homework's awfully scary. How wonderful! To honor your victory, your Pokemon shall be restored to full health. So yeah, you face a tougher trainer in those battles, but you do get healed afterwards. So that can actually be pretty worth it to go through. I mean, in the long run, it doesn't really matter. Half in the center, so it's synchro on Pokemon. Alright, so we'll take the left path instead. I seem to always gravitate to the left path, actually. You just want to go home! Poor kid. I just love the dialogue for some of the people here. Alright, that takes care of this round here. lose 1 battle point. Nice. Thinking about what I want for this next fight, cause up ahead we're gonna be dealing with Lucian again, and want to make sure I have the right team for this. Let's actually lead with Stefani this time. We'll put Alexa in the back, and we'll go for quarterback. Yeah, I think this will be a decent setup here. Because I'm explicitly building my team now so that we'll have a good chance against Lucy. Who knows, we may be able to take care of her before the first hour's up. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, we're slowly building up our battle points very nicely. I know I said that I would be doing more Battle Frontier battles in between stream sessions just to build up our battle points, and I actually haven't done any of that. Oh, geez. Okay, at the very least, we will get healed after this, so that's good. Yeah, for whatever reason, I just really haven't been feeling up for doing more Battle Frontier stuff outside of streams. I will definitely get in on that, though, because it's very good to do. It's definitely some stuff that I want to grab with my battle points before the end of this playthrough. Definitely help us out in the long run. Oh man, we almost took out that Venom off. I definitely gotta train up my team some more. I mean, seriously? So in other news, some other stuff that's been going on, I actually tried out the Monster Hunter Rise demo on Switch, and pretty good. Definitely starting to feel the controls. They are very nice. Definitely different from some of the other Monster Hunter games I played, because I've only played Monster Hunter Tri and Generations, and just the feel of this new game is very distinct compared to those ones. Definitely feels a much faster pace and interesting, and having a good time with the demo so far. So there are 2 main hunts you can do in the demo, where you fight a Great Azuchi and a Mizutsune. And I've done the battle against the Great Azuchi a few times, just so that I can get accustomed to the different weapon skills. And just kind of get a feel for the different loadouts before actually diving into the main game in a couple months. As for the Mizutsune, I've lost both hunts I've done to that thing, which I guess is to be expected, considering what loadout I have when I'm fighting this thing, and yeah, it definitely doesn't help that with my loadouts I'm not as prepped for dealing with it as I would be, because the Mizutsune is a late-game boss that you fight in Monster Hunter Generations, and obviously, this thing has a lot of health and it's very powerful, so yeah, definitely not having a lot of the buffs I would normally have makes fighting this thing in the demo really challenging. I actually got close to beating it on my first attempt, but yeah, that didn't work out. Yeah, let's take the left path here. Oh, we're facing another tough opponent. At least we'll be healed after this. Hey, did you take those Pokemon from the Battle Factory? That's not allowed. Xander. Facing Xander Mobus. I love him, he's a Smash announcer. Let's go with the Meteor Mash here. Look at that, it's beautiful. Dragon Dance. Yeah, it's definitely building up those power there. And then it goes and uses a move that doesn't benefit at all from the Dragon Dance. Okay, sure. Ooh, critical hit. Nice. Good work, Stevani. This is definitely a good team for the challenges here. Let's do that again. It's not... Okay, that's not very nice. Okay, I'm expecting another one of those, so... Let's take advantage of the AI here. Switch! How do you feel about that, Lickitung? Oh, that is just beautiful. When you're able to trick the AI like that, it's just so good. Alright, that's not as good. Probably should have gone with the aerial ace, because quarterback does have higher physical attack than special. Yeah. And last one is Quilava. It should not be too much trouble. But yeah, you can definitely see here how the challenges here at the Battle Frontier start throwing Pokemon at you that will be good against what you currently have in your team. Because they actually had some decent coverage for what I got. Thank you for that heal, I definitely appreciate it. Alright, where are we going next? Path on the right. It's a trainer. We'll take the center path here then. Oh, that's not good. Hypnosis. Oh, that's really bad. Apologize to you. My color's a timid nature. Attacks of a warning if installed by another person. So Stevani and quarterback are both asleep. I really need to get healed before the next battle. The path to the right, soon have heard something. It may have been whispering. Alright, let's see what this will bring us. Double battle. Oof. Here I come, feeling ready for it all. No, not another battle, please. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now, especially with what happened to my team. I really, really, really didn't need my Pokemon to get hit by sleep. Oh, this actually isn't too bad. So what I might do here... Alright, I'm gonna have Alexa KO one of these guys, and then I'm gonna switch in... I just want to see if I can get Stevani and quarterback woken up before we finish this. Just because the sleep is really annoying. Oh, that Totodile has Icy Wind. I'm definitely going to take you out first then. Although I kind of want to take out this Corphish first, because this thing can have Guillotine, and that would be really bad. Yeah, I'll take out the Corphish just because I don't want to risk Guillotine. Totodile, though, you're not going to be too bad. Come on, Stevani, need you to wake up, girl. Or they. Sorry. Alright, we'll switch in a quarterback just so that we have a chance of waking him up. Although, really not good having him out against this Totodile. I just didn't want to deal with the chance of getting hit by that Corphish, because if it did have Guillotine, that would have been real bad for us. Let's try Aerial Ace. Probably ain't gonna do it, but we'll see. Yep, both asleep. This is I don't know, maybe I could have killed a Totodile first and left the Corphish alive. I just really didn't want to risk it, you know? And this is really annoying. Could you please wake up so we can deal with this? Yeah, it's just how things go here at the Battle Pike. You get bad luck and it completely ruins your strategies. Well, he's not asleep, but that's worse. Alright, Alexa, use Flash on this thing so it does. Come on! Freaking missing with a move that causes low accuracy is just like the ultimate insult. I mean, seriously. I guess we avoided it. Come on, I need Stevani woken up before this next battle. Thank you. This would be a pain if I had to go up against Lucy with only 2 Pokemon because I was careless here. Let's take this thing out and just move on. Really gotta find someone who can heal us. That was not what I need. I finally lost. I'm tired. Yes, you are. So long. Alright, what's next? So no distinct one Pokemon walking around it. So I'll take the middle path then. Screw that noise. Ah, great! And here I said this place would be easy. Blech. Alright, what you got? This isn't too bad. And I actually have a combo I can do against this Kecleon. Yeah, so at this point I really don't know what else I can talk about. It's kind of a shame we're almost an hour into this thing and we still got a lot more battles to do here. If we can't make it through this... If we can't make it through this round of battles, we might try one more challenge here at the Battle Pike, and then I'll probably see about trying to do a certain thing that I've been hyping up for several streams now. I swear it's gonna happen eventually. Would be nice if we could actually get this thing to happen on stream so that I don't have to worry about trying to get it to occur or just in between stream sessions, because yeah, I don't know when it's actually gonna happen, because it's very luck driven, like most of the stuff we've had to do here. Okay, we don't have to face Lucy yet. What is our next challenge? The center. Let's take the left path. Oh, he stored one of our Pokemon to full health. Please be quarterback. No. He healed Alexa, though, which is very good, because we need Alexa healed for Milotic. Oh, here we go. Alright, so one of these doors might decide whether we get fully healed before this battle. Let's take the left door. I welcome you. Aw, shit. It would have been really good if we picked a different door. Hi, Lucy. Yep, I'm here for my rematch. I don't know if we can pull this off with only 2 Pokemon. But we can try. We can certainly try. Right, let's go for the Psychic against the Viper. Oh, we outspeed it. That's good. It's much better compared to... Ooh, and we almost knocked it out. Man, like, one more level would have made the difference here. Nothing we can do but just go for it. Dang it, Stevani. And that crunch is going to do some damage. Yikes. Of course you get a critical hit, because why wouldn't you? Yeah, this is a bust. If we were like one level higher, we would have handled her Survivor. Well, at least that tells me what I should do after this round. Take out Survivor with a pointless critical hit, because of course we do. And the next opponent is Shuckle. She's not leading with Milotic right away here. So, I don't know if we've actually faced off against this thing before. Shuckle has the highest defense stats of any Pokemon we can catch in this game normally. There's another one, but it really doesn't matter. But Shuckle has garbage stats when it comes to speed, HP, and offenses. This thing is purely a wall. Meant to just set up, get status ailments on you, and just whittle you down using moves like Toxic and Protect. This thing can be a pain to deal with, as we're seeing here. Luck is definitely not on our side. Yeah, this thing is definitely built to just... This thing is built to waste your time, and so many people love using this thing. So if it wasn't very apparent here, Lucy has a very serpentine theme going with her Pokemon choices. She had the Viper, which is the model for the Battle Pike itself, and then she also has the Milotic, which is very snake-like. Shuckle, though, really doesn't fit the whole snake motif, because its thing is mold. But, you know, yep. That really did not go in our favor. Losing one of our Pokemon before that fight was really, really inconvenient. More importantly, that was an eye-opener in terms of what we need to do with one of our Pokemon. I'll just select that off. And let's go do some battles to level up our... Oh, Wally wants a battle. Nice. Alright, since I'm specifically training you, let's also give you my experience share. So yeah, this is just my current plan right now. Pelipper. Yeah, given from what I've seen in that battle, if we were just one level higher, Stevani would have been able to take out that. We'll just actually, whatever, this is fine. Yeah, if we were just one level higher, we could have taken out that Viper in one hit and wouldn't have to worry about it getting KO. Wouldn't have to worry about it KOing Stevani, I mean. Blech. Wait, no, this isn't the section of Evergrande I wanted to visit. So yeah, let's just spend the next few minutes training up Stevani, see if we can get her one more level, and then we'll take on the Battle Pike again and see if we can beat Lucy for good. So I would actually like to get this to happen on stream. I want to actually show off a victory against a Battle Frontier brain. I just don't want to be like... What am I trying to say here? Hey, Wally. Hi there, Pokemon Shiny Hunnfree. I'm just doing a little bit of training right now before I go to rematch the Battle Pike. Yeah, I would actually really like to show off a win against one of the Frontier Brains here. Especially against Lucy, since she's one of the easiest ones to go up against. Really don't know if I actually need any right now. I do have a strategy going up against this one fight. Just, I'm a little underprepared for it at the moment. But this shouldn't take too long for us to get back into this challenge, especially with the amount of experience we got for us here. I mean, I've been with the series for a very long time, but sure, go ahead. Okay, I don't know what to say to that. If you're being serious about that, then I'm very sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, I know. I do try to get as much sleep as I need to at night. Oh no, I'm not really tired right now, just, you know, kind of just exhausted mentally and emotionally. Yeah, I haven't been to college in quite a few years now. But yeah, it is definitely experience. Oh, congratulations! That's really awesome. Okay, that one level can make all the difference here. Well, silver lining, Professor Xavier is also in a wheelchair, and he's able to do some pretty cool stuff. What am I saying right now? It really is late. Okay, let's restart this around against the Battle Pike. Yeah, definitely really like using Metagross here. Yeah, Beetlejuice did pretty good in the last round, so we'll bring him in as well. Leave with Alexa, then we'll go Beetle and Stevani. Hopefully we have better luck in this round than we did last time. Alright, where did you say the trainer was again? In the center. So I think I'm going to take the right path. Okay, so we gotta deal with wild Pokemon, but I think Alexa can outspeed these, so we can just run from them. Hello there, Dusclops. And I just remembered that I still have battle animations turned off. Excuse me. I swear this always happens to me. Hey there, Zachary, you made it! Also, congrats on making, what is it, Twitch affiliate now? 'Cause that's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's funny, I was actually talking a little bit about the stream you did it last night. And just kind of the funny stuff that happened during that. Let's see here. Alright, let's take the left path here. Yeah, I could definitely recommend that at Shiny Hunt. Let's see what this guy's got here. Yep, definitely mention that. Just, oh boy, that was an interesting fight. Alright, Farfetch, this will actually be a good fight for us here. Why'd I pick Thunder instead of Thunderbolt? Man, I really am out of it tonight. What's wrong with me? Wow, use agility and we're still faster. Look at that. Roast duck. Really? Torchic? That's not going to be anything too bad to deal with here. Then again, we are on the first round of battles here, so yeah. That's a little annoying, but... okay, it's really annoying. And we're locked in with Fire Spin. Great. This is what the Battle Pike does. It's just constant inconveniences. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely say going through the Battle Pike as many times I have here, it's probably better to go through either the Battle Factory or the Battle Dome when it comes to grinding up battle points, because, yeah, this fight's definitely something here. Take middle path here. Oh, this is good. Thank you. I definitely could have used this healing before my last battle with Lucy. Yeah, it's definitely nice to unwind after a work shift. Alright, we'll take the right path here. Oh, double battle! This'll be fun. I do like the variety of the challenges you get here at the Battle Pike. It's definitely the thing I like most about this facility, is that you are always going up against different fun challenges here. It's not just the same battle against a free Pokemon every match. They really mix it up, which definitely makes this place very distinct compared to other facilities. That's another battle done. Alright, what'd you say about that? Was the path in the center. Had some bad experiences with the nostalgic feeling, so we'll take the left path. Alright, that's good. Yeah, Shockwave is definitely helpful. It is lower power than Thunder, but having that 100 accuracy is really good. Alright, where'd you hear the whispering from? That could actually be good. Let's check this out here. I can win with my sheer cold genius. Oh no, you might get brain freeze. Alright, so pass there easily. What's our next one? Left the right. I'll take the center path. Alright, this we can easily get past. I'm actually really liking my strategy here, just running from these battles. Magnet Trick definitely helps out here. So come on, we're almost out of here. Yeah, it is better just to run away from these counters, because they just waste your time. Will inflict status ailments on your Pokemon, just not good dealing with them. And we made it to the end. It's another battle point. What is nice about these streams is that they are helping increase my battle point count, which will be useful for later. Definitely cuts on the amount of grinding I'm gonna have to do to get certain things. Okay, so for the next one... yeah, let's bring Armstrong into this one. We need a very tough and defensive Pokemon who's able to weather most of Shuckle's strategies, and he's definitely a good choice for this one, I'd say. Alright, we'll lead with Stevani, because they're our best bet against the Viper. Have Armstrong as our second, and Alexa as our third. I guess I could go with Harlequin as my third, because they do resist Milotic's best attack, but I'm worried that it might have Ice Beam. That's my big concern with Lucy here. Alright, let's see what we got. I might actually take the trainer, just because it could be the safer of the options, just like not dealing with just a chance of getting affected by a status ailment. Hopefully things go a little bit better than last time. I definitely don't want to see one of my Pokemon faint before we get to the boss here. Actually did quite a bit of damage for a baby Pokemon. Then again, special attacks really aren't Armstrong's strong suit. Meditite. Yeah, no reason staying out for you. You're interesting because you're fighting in Psychic. Doesn't really give me a lot of options here. Well, looks like luck wasn't on your side. And yeah. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb here. I don't want to save my Meteor Mashes for some tougher fights. Oh, that's real good. You miss with high jump kick and... wow! This Meditite had a pretty bad day. Let's go with Alexa for this. She will have a good time resisting Pikachu's attacks. I know it'll do not very effective damage, but I think the stab bonus will still make Thunderbolt better than Bite here. Yeah, just playing it safe right now, going for someone that will be much better against electric types than what I currently have on my team. Definitely need to think ahead when it comes to these Battle Frontier battles. Being restricted to only using a few Pokemon and not having a clear idea on the opponents you're going to be facing definitely makes for some exciting challenges. See what we got here. I just dealt with a trainer, so we can take a little break from that. See what we have on the left side. Oh, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Now, who got healed from that? Alright, looks like Alexa got healed. That's nice. Definitely want you at full health for dealing with that Milotic. Alright, let's take the center. Oh! Well, that's bad for one of my Pokemon. Yep, Alexa got poisoned, but my Steel types didn't. We definitely need to find someone who can heal that. Alright, we'll take the Whispering Path then. Oh, double battle. Alright, what do we got here? An Expert and a Battle Girl. Okay, quite the interesting pair. It's a shame this isn't the best team to be using my Earthquake strat on, so just gonna have to go for this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm not using any status moves here. Still love that attack animation. Still good stuff. Man, that Wigglytuff really took that attack well. Alright, we'll finish off that Mighty End with Sludge Bomb, and... I mean, Alexa's poison right now, and I really don't want to lose health. Just keep up the double edge, I guess. Definitely gonna need to find someone who can heal us up. I think if we're lucky, we can get a full heal right before the battle against Lucy, but I haven't been lucky enough to trigger it. If I could actually get it to happen, that'd be really nice. Oh, well, that's fantastic. We both missed our attack there. That's really bad. Come on. Alright, that's good. Really didn't want to see that happen. Let's go for another Sludge Bomb and Double Edge. Man, things aren't as lucky for us here compared to that last battle we were in. Alright, Wigglytuff's down. Thanks, Armstrong. Yeah, really don't like how we're doing like this. Right. Let's check the Whispering Path, see if that is anything good. Double battle. Ow. It's giving us so many trainers at this point. I mean, what even else can we do at this point? I guess we could try... Let's focus on this Noctowl first, then we'll deal with the Porygon. Man, that thing is tanky. Nice work. Alright, that thing's down. Just got Porygon to deal with. We need to figure out how we can heal up our team for the next one. Alright, that one's down. Dude, you're already in a game. Let's see here. Let's take the center path this time. I don't know what'll come after this, buddy. Hopefully something good. Alright. Looks like we're already at the boss. So if we can't deal with her this time... I think I'm gonna pick the path on the right. If we don't get healed from this, then our chances of beating Lucy now are pretty slim. Okay, that is good. Now I just have to hope that the Pokemon that I want were the ones that got healed there. Let's actually check our team before we go into this one. Alright, Lucy. I know what Pokemon you got. The question is, can we beat them? Alright, so Stefani and Armstrong are healed up. Alexa still has poison. Luckily, she hasn't taken too much damage. Alright, Stefani, we trained you up one level. Hopefully you can KO this Viper now. Come on, we need this one-hit KO. Oh, jeez. Okay, it went for Crunch. It didn't go for Swagger. That's still good. Let's go for the Psychic again. Very nice. Milotic. Was kind of hoping you go for Shuckle next. Yeah, that was certainly something. Especially because the most occurring Viper in the anime was Jessie's, and it didn't know a move like that. So yeah. I think I'm gonna lead with Thunderbolt, and then we can try going for Thunder after this. Just want to gauge the amount of damage we're doing. Oh no, we can do another Thunderbolt! Okay, that does trigger its ability, but we should still be on the good side here. Ah, if we weren't poisoned! If we weren't poisoned, that would have been so good. This is going to be interesting. Because it's paralyzed, its defense got boosted. So Sludge Bomb's really not going to be any good. Best we can hope for is go for a Psychic, maybe get a special defense drop on this thing. Okay, at the very least, it'll be slower, and it does have those turns of not being able to do anything. But yeah, between the leftovers and this thing already having really good bulk, and that... This thing is a tank, it's definitely going to be tough to get through. Especially with my current team, I really did not need to lose Alexa to this thing. Yeah, they do remix this theme for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and it's a pretty good remix. I really need to get some special defense drops on this thing, or I don't know if we're going to be able to beat Lucy this time. And it has Mirror Coat. Right. I would go for Sludge Bomb, but Milotic's Marble Scale has activated, so it's not going to do as much damage. Yeah, that was super unlucky. If Alexa was not poisoned, we would have won this. There's really nothing else we can do, but... we just try, but... Yeah, that's doing nothing. But yeah, that's the thing with Milotic. Its signature ability boosts its defense if it gets a status ailment. And unfortunately, yeah, the dice weren't in our favor there. Yeah, I'd hate to call it there, but I think our Battle Frontier matches are done for tonight. At least we did manage to make a few good battle points along the way. But yeah, this facility is brutal. Definitely when I'm challenging this place in other streams, I mean, well, I'm not going to do it on another stream, but in between stream sessions, if I ever decide to go at the Battle Pike again, definitely equipping Pecha Berries. Yeah, it's certainly the easiest to get to the Frontier Brain, since you only need to do 2 rounds in order to reach the Frontier Brain, while the other facilities usually require free battles. Are there any trainer rematches we can do right now? None of the gym leaders want any battles with us. I kind of cleared them all out while I was training up my Salamence and Metagross. Well, there's one other thing that I was considering doing tonight, so let's go take care of that. Dude, there is no way I'm going up against that thing. Yep, not even in my personal file am I equipped to deal with that thing. Alright, where do I want to go hunting for this? I know, kind of want to go with my usual strategy of Route 117 and Mongol. Just where I always seem to want to do things. Also, this route is, like, really good for getting experience from trainers, since there's so many rematches you're able to do here. But yeah, let's just go in the grass for a couple minutes and see what we're able to find, you know? Because we've pretty much seen every Pokemon that can normally be found in the grass here, but perhaps we will get lucky and find something that's not normally found in this area. Like something that was on the TV news sometime when we started our post-game. Something that was a very big player in one of the Pokemon movies. Something that is much easier to obtain in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Sorry, just kind of venting right now. I'm still really frustrated with those losses I had to Lucy. Like, it was pretty good getting to her, all things considered. But I just had some really bad luck when it came to the stuff leading up to the battle, like getting my Manectric poisoned. Which just, oh man. We could have easily handled that Milotic if we weren't poisoned in that fight. Just, man, that was brutal. Okay, can you just... I mean, I see where they're coming from, but you don't have to use it. If you complain about it making the game easy, then don't use it. It's that simple. Same way how I feel about people complaining about the experience share in Gen 6 and 7. If you don't like it, just turn it off. Although we really don't have that option in the latest generation. But still, I think they do things pretty well there in terms of just in terms of structuring things so you never feel too under-leveled for certain things. I don't know, man. I kind of liked the frequency of obtaining Mega Evolutions in those games. Especially because you don't obtain the Mega Ring until after the 5th gym. And it's around that point when you start to actually get the fully evolved Pokemon that can actually make use of Mega Evolution. And I just like the fact that Mega Evolution is much more accessible in the main story of those games compared to X and Y. Where like they put the bulk of the Mega Stones in the post game so that you don't really get a good experience with them until you've already finished up the game. Whereas in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can gradually encounter them organically as you're playing through the adventure and exploring the areas. Yeah, I can kind of agree on that. I don't know, there's still something really thrilling about going up against, like, Winona's Altaria with a Mega Sceptile. I don't know, just the concept of that alone is, like, really cool to me. Definitely opens up a lot of different strategies that you wouldn't normally do in these games. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I just know personally that it doesn't bother me, so... So yeah, what is there that I can still talk about while we're just kind of doing this right now? Well, I guess I could say that I do have ideas for what my next major stream will be after I'm done with Emerald as well as Sonic Mania. I do have something that'll be going after that'll definitely be... yeah. I definitely have some ideas for things going forward that will be very interesting to experience, especially on stream. Wow, Seedot, that's a rare encounter here. Not the thing I want. I know that I could technically be finding these things for the experience, but, you know, the experience drops are so low at this point, it's not really worth it. And we have much better sources of experience in this game than these wild Pokemon, so... probably got this for another 5 minutes and then we're gonna call it for this stream. Yeah, things did go pretty well despite the frequent losses against the Pike Queen, but we did our best. And it'll definitely be interesting to try to go at the facilities that I have done before, but with higher level Pokemon. Because, yeah, I will be training up my team to at least level 60 before the next session. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. And yeah, I will also be trying to take things easy. I know I still got a lot of work to do in the next few weeks, and we're still in a very uncertain time at the moment. But hopefully things start to get a bit better. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, probably want to get started on figuring out what I'm going to have for dinner soon once I'm done wrapping up this stream. Definitely got some ideas. We'll see about that. Man, this thing just doesn't want to appear here. Like, for all I know, it's just playing out in the middle of the ocean right now. Like, it doesn't care about the 7.8 view, apparently. It's having the time of its life, not here. Yeah, I don't know. This just tends to be my preferred area for doing this kind of thing, just because it's very quick to get to the grass from the towns. It's easily accessible here. Plus, with all the trainers in this area, it's just a nice training spot. So yeah, definitely my plan for the next stream session is to have my Pokemon team much higher level so that we'll be able to take on the next facility we're going after, which, oh man, the next one I have planned is going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, that is certainly something. So I can't remember if I did run into one of the roaming legends in my Pokemon Gold stream series. I might have, but I definitely don't remember it. I do know that I did catch Suicune during my Leaf Green playthrough. It's like the first thing I did before I went after Mewtwo. So I think I'll do one more encounter, and then we're gonna call it here. So yeah, Battle Pike didn't go as well as I'd have hoped, but it was fun getting to revisit this challenge after all these years. And it did give us some nice battle points. Alright, let's do one more, and then we're gonna call it. Well, that's definitely something. So yeah, our Battle Pike challenge has unfortunately come to an unfortunate end. But next time in Pokémon Emerald, we will be spirited away into one of the more interesting challenges we will face here in the Battle Frontier. So until next time, have a good night and stay safe.